What's up, you guys? Alright,
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Okay. Come on. Alright, we are at the truck wash in Madera, California right now. I was right next door at the Pilot for a 10-hour break. Got as close as I could to Fresno. Stopped at the closest place where it was really worth stopping at, I guess. But as you know now, it's from my last videos. It is time to go pick up a load in Fresno, as I just mentioned. Let me fix that. All right. We're going to be going to Lyons, Magnus. They have several different facilities in Fresno, but I'm going to the number 8, I guess it's called, location. I was just there at that same spot in October. I believe I have footage of that video of that pickup as well. Should end up being a load of flavored syrups for McDonald's restaurants. I was hoping there'd be enough room for him to make his turn. Alright, so from here we're going to get on the southbound side of 99. Let's double check I like to use my hood mirror to double check that there's nobody coming behind me that I didn't notice before. Alright, so normally I wouldn't get my trailer washed out there. Not a problem with the place. Price isn't too bad. It's $40 even for the washout. Yeah, pretty consistent with what most other places charge for washouts. However, we have a contract washout facility that we use in Fresno that I could have also stopped at, but I was like, yeah, I'm already right here anyway. I don't really want to make an extra stop in Fresno just to just to get to a washout facility, just for the fact they have a contract. Can always get reimbursed for what I spent here, and it was right, literally right across the street from where I already was anyway, so it just saves time. Yeah, they have 3 bays there, by the way, if you guys ever need truck wash or washout. I can't tell you what the wash quality is like, but I really just need a washout anyway, so I can pick my load up. Got those 2 cases of rejected product right there from the Reno delivery. I was told I could dispose of it, so I'm going to dispose of it in my drop freezer at home after I get through picking this load up. One of the perks of doing reefer freight, I guess. Alright, so on the way down here, I ended up stopping at the TA truck stop in Livingston, which is about 50 miles north of here, about 45 or so, 45 to 50 miles north. It's exit 203, and this is 157 coming up right here. So, yeah, we'll say 45 miles north. Needed to get a couple of trailer tires replaced. Then I wanted to continue down here to get closer to Fresno, so I'd have more clock to work with on the next shift. And turned out there was a major delay here on southbound 99, just right when you're getting into Merced, which is not too far north of here. Decided, I'm not dealing with that. Kahula Casino. I was gonna say, that's in Southern Cal. That's Riverside County. I know that casino. Highway 371 to Anza. I used to live right over there in San Jacinto, and that truck that was going across, I'm like, what the hell is he doing over here? Interesting. Alright, anyway though. It was going to be, Google was telling me it was going to be about a 25-minute delay if I had followed, if I'd taken the normal route down 99. But I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. We've got Highway 140 going to the west and east. If I could just get my way down to 140 and head east on it into Merced, it looked like I had a pretty good chance of dodging it all. and it ended up working out in my favor. I do have the footage. I will show you. I don't know. Might do it on a separate video after. I already have the video compiled. I just kind of do little final edits on it or whatever, and then it'll. I think I might post that one after I'm done doing this one. So yeah, at least that's tentatively the plan. But yeah, you see the route I took. Yeah, I give you kind of an idea. I got to do a little bit of analysis, I guess I could say, on why I came up with the route I did, or what I really planned on doing until the truck route signs told me differently. But yeah, you'll see it. All right. Anyway, I don't know there's really too much I really wanted to. Oh yeah. Okay, I talked about in the last video. I was going to do some research on freight weakness. Now, yeah, I have a couple friends who expressed concerns about why they're sitting so long waiting for reloads. Now, they're fellow JCT drivers. However, from what I'm seeing, it is probably not, almost certainly not JCT alone that is having this issue. Now, we're in probably the most insulated part of the trucking industry. Watch this guy in my corner. I can see about my hood mirror there. Yeah, anyway, yeah, we're the least likely to experience slowdowns in freight. And I was talking to my friend last night about, I went on the DAT Trendlines website. Now, it shows what the freight rates are. And I told him one of the things I like to look at a lot is the flatbed freight. Flatbed freight will give you a lot of telltale indicators about what's going on with the economy. So at first he was like, I don't know about that, but then I explained to him, here's why I look at this. Alright, first, what kind of freight do flatbedders actually haul? Their freight is almost entirely construction activity, farming activity, and military activity. So it's let me get my map back up. I don't anticipate being talking the entire time on the way down there, but still nonetheless want to make sure I don't miss the turn that I want to make. I know I'm gonna head across to Highway 41. What's that other one there? 180. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use 180 because anyway, we get down there, I'll talk more about that. Anyway, yeah, so those are the three industries that are especially dependent on flatbed trucking, or which flatbed trucking is dependent on itself. Construction especially is of interest, because if there's not much construction activity going on, then there aren't very many businesses in the U.S. trying to expand their operations, more than likely. And if that's going on, then people are not so likely to have as much money to put on their, it's like put food on their plates, or houses over, roofs over their heads, and have cars to drive, or whatever the case might be. So yeah, construction. And on top of that, with related to construction, there are telltale signs there as well that could give you clues about the economy, and that is particularly pickup sales. Pickup, new and used pickup truck sales. Construction workers love having pickups for their construction needs. So if you see what's going on there, like if sales are healthy in that market, then we're probably okay enough on with the economy, or at least there's a better chance. But now there's natural volatility in the way freight works. So, you might have 1 week where freight's really slow, and then the next week it might pick back up. Case in point, I was talking to that, I was showing that, telling that friend about those trends. Now, if you go on the DAT Trendlines website, you're going to see statistics on how much basically loads to offer or have changed over the last week, month, and year. And also, spot truck postings, or how many trucks are available to haul loads. You'll see, so you'll see the trend with that. And it'll also break it down into drive-in, flatbed, and reefer freight. I told them that from this week to last week, or whatever, last week to the previous week, whatever you want to call it, reefer freight was actually up 91%. That's so it was really surging, but it's probably, perhaps from Salinas picking up the pace, with produce outbound loads and stuff like that. But even with that huge jump, I think that it was, if I recall, I didn't write the numbers down, but I want to say it was down a good 50 some odd percent over the last year. So we're still down quite a bit from last year. I mean, the same time last year, but so that kind of tells you what's been going on overall with the freight. Freight rates, they also give you there the averages, and they've been on the downtrend. I think reefer freight was down to like 236, or no, 241. Yeah, 241 last month, and in April, and it's currently at 242 in May. I think dry van was still on the decline, flatbed was on the decline still. Rates are getting really low, to the point where small-time drivers who don't have the good budgets, so I have no cash reserves and stuff, don't have a well-insulated business plan, are really going to be hurting, and a lot of those guys are going to be getting out of the industry, or ditching their OTR trucks and maybe going company driver, even though they might not want to. But that's kind of what's going to happen with the industry if the freight market keeps coming down some more. In fact, those flatbed guys are more apt to come over here to the reefer side when flatbed rates are through the floor. So, with that said, it's if you end up sitting and waiting for a reload in between your loads, don't be surprised, because that's just the economics there. It might not just be your dispatch being shitty, or your planners not doing their jobs, or it might not be just your company either. If you go to any other company, you're going to have this same problem. I'll give you a graphic here where I pulled up the data on all the publicly traded truckload companies I could get good information with. Now, I wanted to focus specifically on the ones that actually have truckload freight. Now, they might not be exclusively truckload, but I wanted to at least have a truckload OTR type of division to work with, so I can compare. Use as a proxy for if you're a JCT driver, or maybe you're a Sierra England driver, or a Prime driver or something. You might have an idea what you might be able to expect from that. And as you'll see, there are only three companies out of that list that actually saw increases in revenues. I think it was Werner, if I recall, Werner, Martin, and who was the other one? I forget. There are three of them in that list. Now, those guys, their revenues went up, but they only went up because they actually made, they had what you call merger and acquisition, or M&A activity. Now, I think Heartland Express was the other one, yeah. So, like, Heartland Express acquired a company, was it CFI, if I remember right? I'm getting them mixed up. One of the other ones, all three of them basically had other companies that they acquired, so they assumed their revenues. That's why the revenues are up. Now, the companies you see in that list that do not have increased revenues between the most recent earnings report and the same quarter last year, are all seeing the impact of the economy slowing down on them. Now, revenues are down, and then even worse, the income from truckload freight is down as well. Now, and you even see with the three that I talked about that have increased revenues, two of those three actually saw lower income from that truckload division. than they saw the previous year, even with smaller revenues. So that should tell you something about what's going on with the economy here. Do I think we're going to end up in recession? I can't say that for sure. There's a possibility we could, but there's also a decent chance we might actually do okay or make out of it. But as long as the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, keeps the Fed funds rate as high as it is, and it's going to get higher. I posted about that recently on my Zane Analytics Facebook page and explained why I think that's the case. So, yeah, it's... What was that? I'm brain farting now. But anyway, yeah, I think we just got to get the inflation rate down to a more manageable level, and then they can maybe look at flattening it out, or maybe even bringing the rates down some more to help the economy a little bit better. But they got to try to hit that plateau if they can. Anyway, what was I? Alright, whatever the case, now, something else you want to pay attention to there is what you call the OR. That's the operating ratio. The operating ratio is calculated by taking your total revenues and subtracting your actual income from those revenues, and then divide that number, that result, by your total revenues. So another way to put it is your operating ratio is what percentage of your total revenue stream that come into your that you're bringing in actually gets eaten up by costs, whether it be taxes or, well, before taxes, whatever, paying employees or maintenance and real estate costs or whatever the case might be, permits and fuel and whatever. After all is said and done, what do you have left after out of those revenues after you've paid all your bills? So whatever all those bills are or costs are, you divide that by your revenue stream, and that's what your operating ratio is. So you might see like Knight Swift, I think they were at 78% last year on the operating ratio for the entire company, and they're up to like 85-86% this quarter. Pretty much all of them, if I recall, are reporting higher ORs this year than they were last year, which means that the profit margins are shrinking. They're not making as much money because the freight is not going for as high a price, and the cost of operating the trucks and paying the drivers and stuff has gone up. So there's a lot going on there, guys. Don't be surprised if you're sitting. I thought I was going to reload yesterday myself after I delivered in Modesto. Had plenty of clock to work with still, but nothing until today. So just the way it is. Just welcome to economics. Alright, that's we're going to go ahead and accelerate now from here to Highway 180, which isn't very far, maybe 10 miles, if even that, somewhere in that ballpark. Alright guys, we're coming up on Highway 180 now, we're just under a mile away. I'm going to be heading east on it. Now, right where we're at now, we got downtown Fresno straight between us and the customer. Obviously don't want to be driving through downtown Fresno if we don't need to. And, you know, the shipper is actually a little bit closer to Highway 99 than they are to where 180 and 41 meet up. However, there's not a good on-ramp. As far as I know, there's not a good ramp I can use to get from 99 south to 41 north. So, in lieu of that, I'm going to get here on the eastbound 180. And there actually is a transition road I can use to get from 180 east to 41 south. So if you're going back down that way, shipper's short, not very far off of Highway 41. So we'll give you like a screenshot of where exactly they're at. Yeah, there we go. Get that screen set up there. Get slide over. Ah, shit. There's only 2 lanes there. Alright. That's an exit only. My bad. Now I know. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to go near residential or through downtown, so that's the whole reason why I want to go around. It might be a couple extra miles, but it's a hell of a lot easier than... See, we're only a mile away from Highway 41 now, so more reason to just not try to go through town where it's a better chance trucks might not be allowed on some of these roads anyway. Alright, so about this customer, or maybe... Now we'll wait till we get we'll get off the road first and talk more about that. Now, if you saw that car there when I was on southbound 99, I saw them coming right up on my ass, and I could tell by their most movements that they were probably wanting to stay on the highway. 41 south, Paso Robles. The exiting right here. And next thing you know, I see them go over to the right to the exit only lane, and I knew as soon as I saw them doing that what they were going to do, because I could tell from their actions behind me that they had intended to stay on the road. So I knew they weren't going over that exit lane to get off the freeway. Sure enough, the idiot uses the gore point for the off-ramp to get around me. Because he didn't like the other trucks that were passing me, and didn't like that there was another lane, the third lane over, that they could have used. Alright, should be a second exit down. Let me see if I can slide over here. Oh, good, he's moving over. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Van Ness Avenue. Yeah, it looks like Van Ness is the one that I want to take. I eventually want to end up on O Street. I thought I saw a sign for O Street, actually. Yeah, right here. Next exit, O Street. That's also, I think, the Van Ness exit. Chukskansky Park, or Chukskans, whatever park. Couldn't read it over with the sign blocking part of it. Now this is the opposite way in to this shipper than last time I came here. Last time I came here, I believe I started the video from the truck wash here in Fresno that I get my washouts at, the contract washouts at, which is down just south of where 41 and where 99 and 41 meet up. One advantage that this route does have is I spend a lot less time driving on surface streets to get to the shipper. If I'm coming up the other side, now I know this is, there's only one left turn lane here. I was kind of anticipating two. close. That wouldn't have been close at all had it not been in the wrong spot. Okay, why does this look like it's... Yeah, right here where this truck is docked in is actually where I'm going to be picking up from. So what you do here when you check in, there's a JCT in the dock door now actually. So I'm going to turn into this lot here on the other side of the street. This also belongs to them. In fact, when you go to check out later on, there's another JCT right here. Yeah, when you go to check out, they're a little bit short on space here. How about, I don't want to be blocking anybody, so how about we get it over here next to this guy. Gotta watch my tandems there, make sure I don't get too close to that other trailer. 4427. We'll do like a gentle blind side. And get my tandems a little bit closer to this guy next to me. Alright, good enough. Alright, so probably going to be waiting. See how it goes. Alright guys, we got a dock door assignment. Let me see if I can... Oops. This guy came in this direction instead of the other, so nobody over on the other side of me, so this will work. Now we're gonna be docking into the door right in front of us, right next to the other JCT driver. Look, we got a car coming down the road. I have to wait for them, and I look like a couple other cars coming underneath the freeway right now. Alright, one more to go. I don't know, I'll be able to make this. Oh, now we got a box van coming from the left. Now we got a pickup. We're always going to have someone in the... Alright, looks like we're good. Sometimes you just got to take charge. I want to stay over here on this side of the road because I want to back up without having to worry about traffic trying to go around me. I'd rather back up in the same direction as the traffic that's coming at me in my lane. I have to wait for these guys to go by. My tractor's going to need to go out in that other lane, but I can't do it with the other traffic coming at me. And keep watching the mirrors on both sides because there's a curve right there and you can't see around it. Didn't have the angle I wanted. Oh, that looks perfect there. A little bit close to his mirror, but we're good. I'm getting myself clear of him. Alright, so all in all, they haven't been taking too long to get trucks out of here, so and yeah, definitely more busy here today than it was last time I was here. Definitely tight docking here. As you see here off the street, you have to watch the traffic. Back of my trailer did come pretty damn close to his mirror, but it was fine. I mean, it was actually my door that got close to him, not so much the trailer. So definitely got to watch yourself here. Pull forward, goal, or whatever you need to make sure you get in here safely. Didn't have any problems. So, alright, it is currently 13:39. We'll finish this off on once we're done here. Alright, guys, we are done loading. It's 15:06 local time now. Let's get that side guard shit turned off. Alright, we're gonna go right back across the street and they're gonna seal us up right there. I got a white pickup. Don't see anybody coming through the hood mirror. If this guy doesn't hurry up, I'm gonna. Alright, no, there's nobody coming. Alright, let's make sure we stay clear of that guy's mirror. Definitely slowed down here. Not near, really only that one truck right there, and I think that guy's just parked here. That's a Lyons Magnus truck there. So, alright, get my doors closed and wait for them to seal me and get out of here as soon as we can. Alright guys, we are ready to get out of here. Let's see, fix that just a little bit. Okay. It is a heavy load, a 41,000 pound load of flavoring syrup for McDonald's restaurants. There's a cat scale off at the Speedway, it's a small truck stop, cast and go type truck stop. First exit on 99 south of where 41 and 99 meet up. Should be able to get back onto 41 over here. I hope. Find out in a second here. I can't tell if there's. Shit. Oh, okay. If this thing will let me rotate it, like I'm trying to. Yeah, the first street after 41 should be able to make a left on it, and then it'll take me down to another street, make a left, and then a right turn on the on-ramp right there. Make sure. Nah, that's not happening. I'm not going to try to make that turn. My tandems will just end up running over the curb. I'll take the next street down. We'll make the left, this next light down. It's a more major street, so It'd be a lot easier to make that turn there. Maybe if I was pulling a pump trailer, I could get away with that, but yeah, it's just not going to happen pulling a 53. So, you asshole, I knew you were going to do that to me. Alright, don't have the video too long, but I will show you a copy of the Catskill thing here. I'm not there yet, but I will be pretty soon. I just don't want to have the video longer than necessary. I already gave you guys info on how to find where the nearest Catskill is. Shouldn't be too difficult. I said just south on 41. Oh, come on, every damn light is gonna turn red on me just like that. All right, let's try this again. Now 41 south, which is right here in front of us. We're going to make a right turn onto the on-ramp here in a second. Take that down to 99 south, which is pretty close, only a short distance, a couple miles perhaps. And once you're on 99 south, the very first exit you come to is where you'll find that speedway. It's a small place, but they do have a Catskill, so if you want to make sure you're weight legal as close as you can, that's the place to do it. Alright, so I'll show you what the... Oh, you know what? Why not? It's the very next exit, it looks like here is 99, so why not? Why not? I'll just go ahead and show you where it is. Won't take that much more time, so bear with me. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there's a Kenworth dealer right there. I have been to that one before. It's like, yeah, a gas and go type of truck stop, by the way. You can't, I don't think there's really any room for parking, if I recall. It's really just 2 or 3 fuel lanes, whatever, and then the Catskill. So all things considered, this did take a good couple hours. Some of you guys might complain about that. I didn't really think it was that bad. They were all on the short staff side. It was really just the one guy doing the unloading, the loading for the most part there. Yeah, Jensen Avenue, I think is the one I want. Turn around, yeah. Pretty sure it's Jensen that I want. Yeah, it is, because I see the Catskill right there on my map. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I did have to wait for him to finish loading the other JCT driver first, and then he got to me, but didn't take an incredible amount of time to get me loaded, and on top of that, yeah, pretty quickly after they got through loading me, the girl was calling me up and telling me to come get my bills. So, really, like I said, can't really complain too much. You know, some of you guys might not like the street backing, but it's part of the job. All right, we're gonna go straight ahead from here. A KW dealer straight in front of us, and it's the Speedway is what this place is called right here in front of us. Dude, just because you can jaywalk doesn't mean you can do that shit, you fucking moron. That's actually illegal for him to do. Just because jaywalking's legal doesn't mean you can do that exactly what he did. Alright, I'm going to use the back driveway over here so I can, oh yeah, there's a truck lining up on the, you know, he's on the Catskill right now anyway. There's a utility trailer dealer right down the street from here as well that I've been to a couple times. Either at the drop off and or pickup trailers. It seems like he's taking a bit of time to get off the scale. I don't know why, but it just seems like he is. Oh, look like he's getting ready to move. Okay, see, I'm overshooting on purpose to make sure my tandem's making it onto the plates. Alright guys, we're good to go here. 11,600 on the steers, 32,820 on the drives, 31,460 on the tandems, and 75,880 gross. Everything's hunky-dory, so we're just going to get out of here now and get on 99 South. The load is going to Roanoke, Texas, which is on the north side of Fort Worth. I want to be taking utility poles with us. Alright, so that's what's planned. Yeah, Roanoke, Fort Worth. I'm gonna stop by my house for a 10-hour break tonight, and then run from there across I-40 to Amarillo, and then US 287, and I think it's 380. It'll get me over to, or 380 or 114, something like that. I think it's 114. But it's yeah, it's just a hair east of I-35E, or I-35W. I mean, just north of Fort Worth. I have been there before. It was probably with the same load as well. So that one's due Monday, 29th. So I'll probably expect to see another video update from me around that time. Might not be Monday, might be Tuesday or something, but I'm gonna try to get that one posted for you guys as quickly as I can after I make that delivery, right? All right, you all have a great day. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys on the next one.